Alright guys, what's going on? CrimsonS here, and welcome to the part 2 of the Phase 5 Recruitment Challenge. So in this part, this is where I'm going to be answering a couple of questions by myself, and of course, introducing myself to you guys. So, without further ado, let's get right on into these questions. For the first question, what am I passionate about? Personally, I feel like it's such a cliche question to ask because everyone's going to say, ooh, I love gaming, ooh, I love streaming, oh, I'm such a good content creator. But at the end of the day, I am passionate about the fact that I am able to sit in front of my computer and stream video games to even a certain amount of people. They don't even have to be millions of followers. I'm completely happy streaming to one or two or three people, and the amount of joy and the amount of engagement and the amount of fun I just get from having another person there with me, experiencing all the fun with me, is just, it's a blast. There's really nothing that compares to the amount of enthusiasm and the amount of interaction you get just by meeting new friends. See, the only reason why I started this entire streaming segment of my life is because, to be quite honest, I don't have a lot of friends. So I figured the best way for me to get friends was probably to start streaming. And yeah, so far it's worked out pretty good. Like I said, I am a pretty new streamer. I haven't even streamed for a full year yet, but I'm almost halfway there. So that's great. And yeah, let's move on into the next question. For the next question, it asks, who inspires you or why or what inspires you? And to be quite honest, I feel like I have a lot of influential people and just things in my life that keep me going every day. I'm not someone who gets very spiritual. I'm not a very religious person at the end of the day. But my inspirations still come from many people that use their mind properly, use their tools properly, and overall just make a good impact on not just my life, but on social media and also other forms of connection there are. For example, I'm a big follower of Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk and how he's, quote, I guess you could say, quote, moving into the future. And I'm all for that. And I also love the fact that he has a Twitter and he's probably the most human CEO you can find out there, which is great. So another person that I'd love, that I've always looked up to for about, maybe 3-4 years now, is Phase Rain. It sucks that he has to go through all this stuff right now, but bro, Nord, you're gonna get through it, bro. I know this. You can get through this. You're strong enough. You can just clench your fist and punch right through all of this, and you'll be back to normal pretty soon, or at least I hope so. Besides that, I also have a lot of inspirational people, such as Alex Costa, who's another content creator. It just teaches you how to properly etiquette yourself, how to make yourself look nice and all that. And I also have other people like Nade Shot, a great gamer, or just Apex, or Blaze, or Tico. I love almost any content creator that is out there. I'm a very lovable guy. I hope, or at least I like to think I am when it comes to content creation, at least. So yeah, let's move on to the third question. So for the third question, it's asking, how long have I been creating content online for? So this question is a little bit tricky because when I first started streaming, I started streaming back in the year of 2018, and I was streaming for about like 3-4 months there, and I took a little break for the schoolwork and regular work as well was getting a little cumbersome. So I had to take a little break from streaming. So I took about a 7 to 8 month break, and when I came back harder than ever, and I know that I want to keep this going. I knew I wanted to keep going, keep going, keep going, and eventually I know I would make it. So as of now, when I've come back from the break, I've been streaming for about 5 or 6 months now. Next, going to the fourth question, what talents do I bring to the table per se? Again, this is a very cliche question because I feel like a lot of people are going to say, I can entertain people, or I can give content of me doing quick scopes and 360 no scopes and just trick shotting as well. But at the end of the day, I feel like I've established a deeper connection with my fan base so they can just say more than me doing this, if that makes any sense. So what I meant by that was I feel like my fan base understands that I try to not be the average Joe. If anything, I'm very unique in my own sense and my own sense of culture, my own sense of humor, and all that. So to bring that to the table, it doesn't really seem like a big factor, but I find it to actually impact harder than just saying that I'm like every other streamer and I play Call of Duty for 5 hours a day and try to grind for clips and that's all I do. But realistically, that's not. I play with viewers. I love viewer engagement. I love making new friends. And I always love just playing games. So I'm not the type of person that will sit there for 6 hours straight and not like talk to chat and only focus on getting clips. I'm the type of person that will, sure, I'll get some clips. I'll go clip hunting, but I won't ignore my chat when I'm doing it, or I won't strictly only play this game mode. There are many times where people from my chat or people from my community that I've created just want to play, and I'm like, sure, what do you want to play? I always love to treat them as my guest, so they get to choose no matter what, and also the Crimson tokens or channel points get to choose as well. Um, so yeah, it would be like if I'm in the middle of a multiplayer match and they're like, "Yo, can we play some Warzone?" I'll be like, "Sure, why not?" I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Nah, bro, nah, no, no." I'm not usually the one to deny a request from someone that follows me. So for the fifth question, why do I want to join FaZe? And the true and most hardly answer to this question is I've always been a FaZe fan. Uh, when I started getting into the fan side of esports, I've always supported FaZe uh, since I want to say 2012, almost halfway through 2011, almost. So I started watching after FaZe and started following them all the way back in we'll say mid of 2011 to play it safe. Probably a little bit before that, but to play it safe, mid of 2011, and I just loved everything about it. Now the thing was, is I was too young at the time to, I guess you could say, apply, because I was just a little kid at the time. Now I'm not that young. I am 18. But back in 2011, I didn't think I was old enough or even good enough to apply to FaZe Clan or any clan at all. So the reason why I want to join FaZe is because it's always been a dream of mine. And sure, a lot of people may say, yeah, it's always been a dream of mine too. But I don't think they truly like know how much I'm willing to go for it. I'm probably the most willing guy out there and willing to go through backwards hoops to get into FaZe. Now, I know I'm not a great editor myself, as you can tell by the montage, but I'm still trying and I'm always learning. I always like to go by the I'm always learning motto. And yeah, at the end of the day, FaZe is what kept me through my childhood and what's got me into gaming. And I would love to join and be a part of the clan that got me in and got me excited. So yeah, like always, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is. And as always, peace out, boys. FaZe up.